Hello everyone, my name is Archangel and today we'll be taking a look at possibly the best build in the game. A build so powerful that in the hands of the AI it is capable of going toe-to-toe against at least 5 times its own DP. I'll be guiding you through my thought process as I'm building it, so let's take a look at it. Alright, we're here. For this demonstration I'll be using a Dominator. The Dominator is a low-tech ship which, like any low-tech ship, specializes in ballistic weapons with occasional missiles and terrible shield and flux efficiency to boot. And in fact, the flux on the ship is so bad that you will likely not have enough juice to even fire all your guns, not to mention even using your shields. However, this doesn't mean that the ship is weak. It has an incredible amount of armor which makes it able to sustain quite the beating. The problem is the guns. We need better guns. We need guns with the best DPS and flux efficiency in the game so that we can charge our enemies with guns blazing. So let me present you the humble point defense. That's right, we'll be equipping the ship with nothing but point defense turrets. This is because shield, unlike armor, doesn't care about the strength of a hit, but exclusively for the DPS that you inflict upon it. In a game where the meta is shield tanking and ships cower in fear at the sight of its flux being full forces you to find strategies to quickly overload the enemy's ships to reach those tender entrails. The point defenses will overload any shield with ease, and then, once we reach the armor, the devastators will make short work of it. But hold on, Archie. The point defense weapons barely have any range. How are we to hit the enemy with it? Well, there are two parts to it. First, we can just charge at the enemy using our burn drive, which will provide us with a massive speed boost to get up close to our enemies. Second, we'll make use of the elite point defense skill, which will increase the range of our point defense weapons by 200. For a weapon with base range of 450, a 200 range increase is almost 50% range, so it is a significant boost to our range. Truth be told, when your point defenses shoot at a range of 1000, it is you who will be outranging most enemies. So to add the necessary skills, we need an officer to command the ship. An officer that I'll be adding has all the skills elite for ease of testing different builds, but don't mind that, as we'll not be benefiting from the majority of them. But in an effort for you to not crucify me right here, I will abstain from using S-mods, to make it fair. Besides the skills, we need to address the officer personality. The only right way to play low-tech ships is to pressure the enemy as much as possible, making use of our limited armor. The only right personality for that job is reckless, in an effort to quickly overwhelm the enemy and finish the fight as soon as possible. Now in regards to the shield and flux management. Ideally, a low-tech ship should not have its shields up all the time and should only use them to block things that would threaten the armor, while turning off the shields to let the kinetic damage pass through. And the AI does do that. Unfortunately, it only does that in an effort to not get overloaded, and in general, when it reaches that state, it will try to shamelessly retreat to vent in safety. If you ever played with a low-tech ship, you know that there is no retreat. You only go one way, and that's forward. So in order to fix that, we absolutely have to install shield shunts on the ship. Doing so will prevent the AI from getting overflux and panic retreat from combat. If you are to make this build, I recommend S-modding the shield shunts and armored weapon mounts for the added benefits that they provide. As for the rest of the hull mods, we simply need to increase our range a little bit, and then use the remaining OP to increase our durability. And finally, we are ready to devastate. As you can see, the Dominator can be a complete menace on the battlefield if properly outfitted. Taking on 2 onslaughts and a conquest is no easy feat for a single AI-controlled ship, but this is not all it can do. It did not reach its limits yet. Once you install a couple of S-mods, you'll free up some ordnance points to install even more hull mods, making it that much more deadly and capable of single-handedly taking on 160 DP of enemy ships at once. With that being said, have fun and fly dangerous. Peace.